back in the place. You get smacked in the face. Neck get the snap and your back get the brace. I don't mind, and I hope you don't mind. If you cross my path, you get caught with a clothesline. Oh man, the bar's fire. Now get the fire marshal in and try to make him get the noise stop. I'm back, black guys in the back. If you really want to get it, take it back to the mat. If you act, then I act. Combat, I attack hard, target, put it down.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
ladies and gentlemen, this is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams, coming to you with a very special episode of WWN Proving Ground, featuring matchups from the last First Responders event in December 2020, and we have a huge night of action here for you.
from Oakland, California, weighing in at 180 pounds, Kreese.
Kicking things off tonight with a triple threat, Kreese. A man we have seen many times in WWN Proving Ground, a man who has overcome the Doyle Day multi-man challenge. If you don't know what that is, well, probably shouldn't. But if you have to know, WWNLive.com. Kidding aside, it's all pointing to March the 13th, the next First Responders event, Spring into Action. It is a tribute to Heath Schneider, who we spoke about recently passing away.
Coming out next,
Of course, this man, Mr. Opportunity, Jayson Falcone, a former American Combat Wrestling Cruiserweight champion. But a man who's going to be potentially pushed to the limit here tonight against these two other men.
from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is Mr. Opportunity, Jayson Falcone.
Tonight's event is emanating from the WWN WrestlePlex, also known as the Gulf View Event Center. And that is the location, March the 13th, Spring into Action. As already mentioned, Vice President of Operations Heath Schneider recently passing away, and not just an opportunity to have a bit of a tribute for Heath, but also an opportunity to celebrate the hard work of the many first responders, not just in Pasco County, but throughout the entire United States, the world, and everywhere else. It's going to be a phenomenal night, March the 13th. You can get all the information at WWNLive.com on this very special event.
And their opponent,
And this is another man who is a former ACW Cruiserweight champion.
from St. Petersburg, Florida, weighing in at 168 pounds, he is the society changer, Samuel C.
As Sam likes to be known, the Society Changer. Here tonight, getting an opportunity to show what he can do against two of the top in all of WWN. Once again, Jayson Falcone, former ACW Cruiserweight champion. Sam C., former ACW Cruiserweight champion. And Kreese, a man we have seen on a roll here in ACW, in WWN, etc. Going to be a heck of a way to kick things off in this very special episode. Appreciate you once again joining us here, whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, heck, Twitch. Yeah, we're on Twitch now. Or you can be watching as part of your Club WWN Subscription, which is the best way to keep up with the World Wrestling Network. Every WWN family event live as part of your Club WWN Subscription. On top of that, you also get episodes of Proving Ground in high quality. And how about this? March the 20th, it is the return of Eddie Kingston's Grindhouse, streaming as part of your Club WWN Subscription. Senior official Kai Douglas going to be up to his eyeballs here with these three men known for their speed along with their technique. Of course, three men also known for being more focused on sportsmanship and doing their best in the ring. I don't expect to see much shenanigans here tonight, and I'm all for that. I would prefer to see athletic competition, and I think that's what you're about to see as these three men start to feel each other out here and start things up. And Sam C getting a little cute. Yeah, and that's what you get, my friend. Jayson Falcone as well as Corey Kreese with the offensive here. But Sam C not only ducks a clothesline, but he's got both men caught. Is he going to be successful? And yes, he is. The head scissors along that toss, very impressive by Sam, and coming off, didn't have to be pretty, it was effective. It's like we're in a mosh pit here. It's been a long time since I've been one of those. Don't get old. Kidding aside, Falcone put back in the ring. Recently celebrated 10 years in the sport, and Sam C's got Jayson Falcone up. Rolling through his Sam C. Kick to Corey as well. Smart move, and there's Sam with the drop kick inside of the ring. And that's the thing. You need eyes in the back of your head, the side of your head, the top of your head, and just about everywhere else. Pinfall in a triple threat situation, because, again, you never know where your opponent may be coming from. This comes back to, as much as I threw a little shade to Doyle Day, and I think it's well-deserved. Oh, look at that. Sam bumping into Corey Kreese. I don't think he meant to, but Falcone taking advantage. Pinfall. Again, the Doyle Day multi-man challenge, which we've seen many times on WWN Proving Ground. Corey Kreese victorious. In that case, it was a fatal four-way. So that's the thing, is the more you're in these multi-men type situations, the more you learn how you can overcome, how you can take advantage. And right now, it is Jayson Falcone taking advantage of the momentum that he's begun to build. Heck of a suplex there, and Falcone holds on. And a second. Samuel C. in some trouble here. Falcone, will the third connect? Holding up Sam a little extra. What a suplex. A trio, if you will. Very impressive is Jayson Falcone early on in this matchup. Pinfall. You can see Corey Kreese coming to break things up. And also dumping Sam out to the floor. Smart move by Corey, because once again, if Sam's in the ring, he could be a threat. If he's out of the ring, yeah, he might be recovering, but right now it gives Corey the opportunity, after his own recovery, to go after Jayson Falcone. Kreese whipping Falcone into the corner and following up. Did I mention mosh pit? Corey coming in again, this time with a forearm. And a beautiful lariat here. Falcone's rocked. Kreese, bit of a hybrid athlete. Pinfall. 2 count only. Corey's got that mix. What a kick to the small of the back of Falcone. No pun intended, of a mixed martial arts background on top of his professional wrestling skills. And another strike. And you heard how Falcone feels, and I understand. And he's still prone. Falcone could be in trouble here. Kreese again with a kick. I get the feeling there's a lot of chiropractors looking forward to getting visits from Jayson Falcone, if not the rest of these guys, by the time this triple threat matchup's over. The running kick there by Kreese catches Falcone, and Falcone's in trouble. Corey's looking great. This could be the end of the matchup. But Sam C breaking up that pinfall. As I mentioned, triple threat rules, guys coming from everywhere. There's no countouts. You never know where your opponent might be. But Corey, with the answer for Sam, at least momentarily, hits him with that heel kick. Looking to lift up Samuel C, but Sam able to escape, and beautiful bicycle kick by Samuel C, showing that speed once again. Running, spinning forearm to a very prone Corey Kreese. You see Corey could be out in the corner. Very unique there. Springboard into it. Pretty much a fist to the face, but official Kai Douglas letting it go. Now Falcone and Zaguri catches Sam C. This time it's Samuel C reeling into the corner. Falcone looks like he's still in the process of recovering. Running into the corner with that clothesline is Falcone, and we talk about being a former cruiserweight champion, but of course Falcone's put on some weight. Looking to get into that heavyweight division. Heading up here to the top, he's got Sam. You just hear the force of those strikes from Falcone, right to the ribs, by the way, of Samuel C. And a beautiful superplex, damage done to both men. But Corey Kreese coming off the top with a clothesline, and I think we all forgot Corey Kreese was sitting in the corner, and I think he recovered just enough to hit the clothesline, but all 3 men are down. And this is a situation where you could actually have a stalemate if someone doesn't get up to the end of this matchup. We're about halfway through that 10 seconds, but I think we're seeing enough signs of life here. It's all three athletes now to their feet. All worse for wear as well, and you're seeing the strikes here. Each man nearly taken to a knee by each of these strikes. Corey now, Sam, Falcone, all hitting strikes on each other. Perhaps it's Sam coming back first, but caught by both Corey and Falcone. And again, double team maneuver, this time connects, double choke slam. Sam showing the effects there, but remember, every man for himself, and I think Falcone and Corey Kreese just realized it, going right back at it. Falcone somehow, not only with the wherewithal to throw some more strikes, but looked like he's starting to power up into things, but the heel kick by Kreese catching Falcone. We've seen Kreese multiple times get guys up, have something in mind on his back, and what a power bomb. Kreese going for the pin, but stopped by Sam C. Sam C pinning Falcone, no. Like I said, this comes back to the situation of what can happen in a multi-man scenario, and Sam again kicking Kreese out of the ring. Now you've got Falcone, you've got Sam C. Falcone driven into the corner by Samuel C. Right hand connects. I'll tell you, Sam, deceptively strong for his size, but Falcone with enough wherewithal to put on the brakes. Get the chop from Samuel C. Definitely seeing some killer instinct here from Samuel C tonight, looking for that big win, triple threat. Oh, this is bad. Falcone catching Sam. You might have been thinking Hurricanrana out of the corner, but instead, good God, no. No. What is Falcone going for? A Styles Clash out of the corner. Are you kidding me? It's got to be the end. Pinfall. And that is all she wrote.
Here's your winner, Jayson Falcone!
What a match to kick things off here tonight, and gotta think things are gonna get interesting because Jayson Falcone, your winner tonight, is gonna tag with Samuel C as part of a tag team gauntlet match on March the 13th. First responders spring into action, a tribute to Vice President of Operations Heath Schneider. Again, not just Samuel C and Jayson Falcone, you've got the Foreman and Tyler Baker, you've got the Rapture, you've got the Wealth of Wrestling, and of course with Robbie K. That is gonna be one heck of a matchup on March the 13th. Just like we had one heck of a triple threat to get things started here tonight, WWN Proving Ground. Very special episode. Thank you once again for joining us, and mutual respect here. Three men who pushed each other to the limit, but tonight was Jayson Falcone's. Will he and Samuel C coming together be enough to win the tag team gauntlet match on March the 13th? Tickets and info at WWNLive.com. But stay tuned. We have more here in this special episode. And wait till you see the main event we are going to offer next. 6-man tag with 6 of the best in all of WWN.
Little Ruby. Oh yeah. I hope you're ready for this Saturday, March 13th, at the First Responder Show, inside of a cage match with me, Little J. You heard that right. You doing all this talking. You can talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk. Well, it ends this Saturday. I hope you're ready, because you know what? Lil J's always ready. Lil J never gives up. And Lil J's gonna bring a war. See you Saturday.
Ever since I made my debut at ACW Proving Grounds, there hasn't been one person that has proven to me to be a worthy fighter. On March 13th, I face a legend within WWN by the name of Sideshow. Tell me, Sideshow, if you're such a legend within WWN standards, why hadn't I ever heard of you before? Are you a free man? Are you a worthy fighter? Because it's my goal right now to obtain a championship within WWN. Not because I feel the need to have one, but because I want to face the worthiest of fighters. Why? Because I'm Jake Logan. And I have to prove to the essential character that I am worthy. I have to prove to him that I fight for him, for myself, and for the narrative. If that bothers you, if you don't like me, fight me!
The following contest is a six-man tag scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
This is going to be one heck of a main event here of this very special episode of WWN Proving Ground. A six-man tag that I feel confident will be destination viewing.
From La Pampa, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 300 pounds, he is El Rey, money-making Shay Guzman.
We've definitely seen Che Guzman before on WWN Proving Ground, a man who has more than made his mark here. And well, you heard it, Big Money Che, looking to bring that big money and wasted a man's drink as well. That man paid good money for that drink. As you can tell, Che Guzman is not a favorite of the WWN faithful in the WWN WrestlePlex. No shocker there. And in fact, on March the 13th at First Responders Spring into Action, tribute to Heath Schneider, Che will be part of a triple threat. And we saw to open up tonight how crazy triple threats can be. It'll be Che Guzman versus Jared Diaz versus Sean O'Reilly, who we saw in our last special episode of WWN Proving Ground. Three totally different athletes, three totally different styles, but tonight, wait till you see the unified front of the team that is Che Guzman's Buds.
Introducing next. If you don't like me. From Amarillo, Texas, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the youngest NWA national champion in history. Jake Logan. He is Jake Logan.
Talked before about the credentials of Jake Logan. Holding championships all throughout the state of Texas, in addition to his pretty special NWA heritage, as he reminds us constantly. And on March the 13th, Jake Logan, I don't want to talk over him, I know what he's about to do. Jake Logan will take on the one and only Sideshow. That should be one heck of a matchup.
And their partner.
also happens to have probably the biggest mouth in the entire sport of professional wrestling. And August Artois is going to have to put up or shut up on March the 13th when he faces off against Garrett Bischoff in a no DQ match. After that whole matchup, Dante Brown at ringside. I can't even imagine what's going to happen, but I'll tell you right now, we saw August Artois first get a little nervous when Garrett Bischoff surprised us and showed up on WWN Proving Ground a month or so ago. However, the confidence quickly returned, and Artois not only believes the hype, but plans to deliver and defeat Garrett Bischoff.
And their opponents. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 250 pounds, Jake Sterling. And his partners, they're the team of the Limit, Jay Scott, the Accuser, Richard King, the Rapture.
In fact, the Rapture are the current American Combat Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And of course, Jake Sterling, one of the graduates of the WWN Training Center, just like August Artois. But August and Jake, the story there, definitely worth checking out as part of your club WWN membership. You can see the matchups they've had not just on Proving Ground, but various WWN pay-per-view events. That was a heck of a rivalry, and tonight, a bit of a reprisal as part of this six-man tag team match. Richard King on the left, Jay Sky on the right. Jake Sterling on March the 13th is going to face off against Mike Orlando, who will have his main squeeze, Ali Rex, at ringside. That will be a tall order for Jake Sterling, to say the least, but if there's anybody who could take Mike Orlando down, well, it might be Jake Sterling. We've seen those two face off before. We've seen gold on the line in a matchup involving those matchups. Again, another opportunity to check out a fatal four-way for the ACW World Heavyweight Championship. That was one heck of a match. Back as part of Yuletide Beatings 2020, again available as part of your club WWN subscription. But interesting that August Artois and Jake Sterling starting things off here for this tag match, but you can see a bit of egress from Artois, and in fact, quickly into the corner. I didn't see, did he tag Jake Logan? That he did. And of course, Jake Logan and Jake Sterling, no strangers to one another. They too have faced off in a WWN ring. And I just honestly can't get over how good Jake Logan is and how much better he keeps getting. And man, he will sure as heck make sure you remember his name. I've said this multiple times, but the fact that Jake Logan participated in a seminar held by A.R. Fox, actually right around the same time frame this matchup occurred. Oh wow, Logan quickly getting out and tagging in Big Money Che. Now, the punchline of that seminar was that Logan looked so darn good, Fox said he didn't have any advice after watching an exhibition matchup with Jake Logan. But right now, it's Big Money Che in there with Jake Logan. And I'll tell you, Che Guzman's history as a no-kidding street fighter up in New York City. He's been in tough fights. He's fought bigger men, but it's going to be interesting to see if the size advantage for Jake Sterling here helps him overcome Che Guzman as we finally get some action started here in this six-man tag. Of course, Che putting on the brakes there, and in fact, tossing back Sterling. The thing with Guzman is he can move quicker than you would imagine for his size, and add to that the confidence and the fact that he can back it up. You hear the smack talk as well. Sterling teasing a right hand there for Logan. Saw Jake Logan quickly flinch there, but now back inside of the ring now. Guzman, Sterling locking up. And again, we talked about the size differential here, but credit to Guzman. Not only is he hanging on there, but you can see the way he's got that headlock in, tightening things up, trying to crack the nut that is the brain of Jake Sterling. And shoulder tackle from Guzman, not able to put down Sterling. Two bulls, neither man backing down. agility on display of Sterling, and what a boot as well, and now Sterling bringing the beating to Guzman. Reversal holding onto the ropes is Sterling, and Guzman now finding his way up and over. Did he tweak his leg? But oh, now Logan in the ring, taking out Sterling. Sterling showing the effect. Now the Rapture's in the ring. Here's Auguste Artois, and things have quickly broken down. And Artois directing traffic, saying hold on to Sterling, and up and over goes Artois, and taking out the VIP section here is Auguste Artois. As you see Logan forcing Sterling back into the ring. Senior official Kai Douglas is doing his best, applying the count here, trying to make things happen, but now the Rapture flies. And I mentioned things have broken down here in this six-man tag. A heck of a way to get things started in this main event. Finally some action, and man, it has been some stellar action here as these young talents showing what they can do. And I really like the team of Jake Sterling and the Rapture. And now Jake Logan finding himself in trouble here. Tag now to Jay Sky. But of course Richard King gets in. I mentioned this thing's broken down. Boot in the corner to Logan. Crossbody from Richard King, and the step up Enziguri has Jake Logan reeling. Jay Sky now going for the pin. 2 count only, but you can definitely tell the Rapture, a regular tag team, as already mentioned, the American Combat Wrestling Tag Team Champions at this time. What a kick here by Richard King to the gut of Jake Logan, and now a kick to the small of the back as well. Richard King in phenomenal shape, and who knew he was a musician? Wait, pinfall. 2 count only. Along with his father, they put up some rather interesting videos. Got to check out Richard King's social media for that. But right now, it's all business in the ring, and Enziguri from the big man. Jake Logan taking down Richard King. Where did that come from? I'll tell you, Logan can move. And now Big Money Che back in the ring. Gut wrench suplex there, throwing Richard King across the ring. Jay Guzman. What is he complaining to the official about? And not only is there the weight of Jay Guzman, you got the rope helping choke Richard King. Auguste Artois is laughing in his face. Could you imagine being Richard King at this time? And could you imagine having to get anywhere near the chest of Jay Guzman? That is one heck of a rug there. Kai Douglas is doing his best here to try to control things, but Richard King is in a bad, bad way here, in the wrong neighborhood. He's getting choked by just about everybody. And now Che lifting up King, tagging in Auguste Artois. Artois now throwing Guzman into the corner. We're back to the mosh pit. And the drop kick there, assisted by Che Guzman. Auguste Artois' offense effective here. Richard King definitely in trouble. And I'll tell you, as brash and as obnoxious as Auguste Artois is, he is that good in the ring. Pinfall. Falcon's arrow not enough to put away Richard King. Thanks to Jay Sky breaking things up. But while the officials got his back to the situation, there is Auguste Artois choking the life out of Richard King. This is out of control here. And there's anybody who knows how to take advantage of the rules, how to push things to the limit without getting disqualified, it's Auguste Artois. But the question is, March the 13th, when it is no disqualification, what's going to happen when Auguste Artois has to face somebody who's got much more of a storied history in Garrett Bischoff? He's got the experience, he's got the family name. I'm excited to see what happens then, but right now, six-man tag and the team of Auguste Artois, Jake Logan and Che Guzman in control. Richard King isolated. Beautiful drop kick by that man, Jake Logan. And I've already mentioned Jake Logan versus Sideshow on March the 13th, and I'll tell you right now, Sideshow better be taking notes here, and look at the viciousness as well from Jake Logan. And trust me, Jake Logan would like nothing more than tonight to pick up a win against the ACW Tag Team Champions in Jake Sterling, and of course, to defeat somebody who is a WWN legend like Sideshow on March the 13th. Once again, tickets and info at WWNLive.com for the First Responders Spring Into Action tribute to WWN Vice President of Operations Heath Schneider. That'll be coming to you from the Gulf View Event Center, aka WWN WrestlePlex. King whipped into the corner and double drop kick here. This team of Jake Logan, August Artois, and Che Guzman, they are looking well-oiled. I gotta wonder, leading into this matchup, how much time did they take together to come as a unit? Because I feel like they definitely trained. I feel like they definitely worked together and displayed, again, the cockiness. Another gut wrench there by the big man, Che Guzman, and he could throw you around in a bad way. Pinfall. Credit to Richard King that he's still in this thing, but I think right now he's wishing he was sitting behind a bass singing some cover song. The choke in the corner here. Guzman, I guess was technically August tagging himself in on Guzman, all the while the referee counting the 5 count. The cartwheel stopped by Richard King. We'll never know what August Artois had in mind. Can King make it to his corner, though? Pivotal moment in this matchup, but instead King's going after Artois. What does he have in mind? Falcon's arrow of his own. Pinfall. 2 count only, and I'll give it to Richard King after taking that beating. Somehow now overcoming August Artois, forcing Artois into the wrong neighborhood. Hopefully King's going to tag himself out. Going for Jay Sky, his brother from a different mother here. Rapture looking like a unit. Rolling through his Sky, and look at those knees. Landing on August Artois. You got to think damage has been done. Pinfall. Jake Logan breaking things up, and I bet you August Artois had the wind knocked out of him as those knees hit his ribs, hit his sternum. His entire chest was caved in there. I think Jake Logan is the only one cheering for August Artois, trying to will him back to the corner, but Artois, signs of life, stopping Jay Sky. And Artois tries the enziguri, Jay Sky ducking it. And wouldn't you know that August Artois finds his way to the corner. Quick egress, now Big Money Che in. Che bringing in that shoot wrestling pinfall. Jay Sky able to escape, but Che, I'll tell you, again with the gut wrench, man, he's been throwing suplexes this entire matchup. This man showing what he has in the gas tank. Pinfall. Quick kick out from Jay Sky, but Che Guzman not only not deterred, but pulling Jay Sky into the corner. Look at that Gamagiri outside of the ring by Jake Logan. And we again are seeing the unity here in this 6-man tag. I'm telling you, August Artois, Jake Logan, Che Guzman, they are bringing it as a team here. Jay Sky now in trouble. But could Jay Sky be fighting back? Could he be stopping Jake Logan here? Forearms now from Sky. Logan perhaps finding himself in a bit of trouble that he did not expect here. Do-si-do. It's no, I was going to say it's Jay Sky with the flying head scissors, but instead it's Jake Logan. Strength on display to buckle bomb. Jay Sky thrown into the corner by Jake Logan. And a huge lariat. Is this going to be it? Pinfall. You can see the concern in Jay Sky's tag team partners there, but somehow Jay Sky with a wherewithal to kick out. But what a defensive flurry from Jake Logan. And I'm telling you, this Jake Logan, so darn good, keeps getting better. Keep your eye on Jake Logan. Heck, keep your eye on August Artois. Heck, keep your eye on the Rapture, on Jake Sterling, even Che Guzman. All 6 of these guys are going to go places, and you're going to say you saw them on WWN Proving Ground, and hopefully you saw them as well on March the 13th. What strength on display here, but perhaps Jake Logan trying to hold up Jay Sky too long. Sky not only escaping, hits the enziguri this time. And I'm taking nothing away from Jake Logan. That was an impressive display of strength. But between the beatings these men have done and really Jay Sky getting back enough of his faculties to change his center of gravity to force himself back to the ground. And you see these guys both showing the effects of this matchup. Logan, Sky, someone needs to get to a corner, and whoever does is going to get the advantage. And it's Jake Logan. August Artois tagged in. But so is Jake Sterling. We've already talked about the history between Sterling and August Artois. Now Che Guzman and Jake Logan take it down. And how about that pop-up into the forearm? We've seen this before. Uranagi to the backbreaker there by Jake Sterling, and that offensive's continuing. Now a chop to Logan. Logan's been dumped into August by Sterling, and how about that assisted DDT inadvertently? The lariat of Sterling taken off the head of August Artois, who dumps Jake Logan into the mat. And this could be the end of things. Somehow, Artois manages to kick out, but man, gotta agree with the WWN faithful here. Jake Sterling's looking awesome. Taking things over, had the time to recover outside of the ring, but now August Artois trying to slow down Sterling, and instead, what a spear! Gotta take all the oxygen out of the lungs there, but a big spear from Big Money Che, taken down. Jake Sterling, who made the rookie mistake of taking his eyes off the ring. We can already see things have broken down here. Superman punch from Jay Sky, catching Che Guzman, and a spear of his own. Now Logan charging into the corner, stopped by Jay Sky. But a big spear! Logan catches Jay Sky coming out of the corner, and now it's Richard King. I don't think Logan realizes, and yes, he does. He caught Richard King. Maybe King was thinking spear too. And now it maybe connected. Maybe that was a lariat. Whatever it was effective. And all 6 men are down. And it's August Artois recovering first. Had the advantage of taking the beating first. Are you joking? Did Artois just charge the official? Did Kai Douglas just spear August Artois? What is going on? All 6 men down here. Someone has to get up or this matchup's over. Gotta beat the 10 count, and for the damage that's been done here, man, it is believable. But now finally, no, we're at 8. And now to their feet and just barely breaking the 10 count here, all 6 men. And they are all looking worse for wear, but I dare say we are definitely getting good old barroom brawl here. Just the hit your partner, and by partner I mean your opponent. Ooh, what a right hand there, Jake Logan. I don't even think he can get to his feet. Oh, Logan goes back to Jay Sky, and not surprisingly, I was going to say things breaking down, but somehow we're still in this circle. We've just changed directions, now going back clockwise instead of counterclockwise. And a slap now to Big Money Che. Huge chop to Jake Sterling, and following it up is Che. And again, not surprisingly, no honor among thieves, so to speak. Everybody was thinking super kick. Yeah, this is going to go well. Somehow. I'll try it again, and all connecting. This is wild. And I'll tell you, what a way to culminate tonight's special episode of WWN Proving Ground. Again, finding ourselves with men down in the ring. There's a 10 count to be answered here, and it looks like it has been. Or maybe not. No, it's Jake Sterling to his feet, breaking the 10 count. And finding himself with August Artois. And it looks like these two are going to reprise their history here right in the ring. WWN Proving Ground once again This was a first responders event, honoring the first responders, not just in Pasco County, not just in the United States, in the whole world. August Artois showing what he's got there, and again, things have gotten very personal between these two, both graduates of the WWN Training Center. Both have had success thus far in WWN, taking different paths to get there though, and Artois gets out of the way and rolling up. Not with the tights, come on!
Here are your winners, Jay Guzman, Jake Logan, and August Artois.
Artois just stole this thing for his team, rolling up Jake Sterling, and I'll tell you right now, on March the 13th, first responders spring into action, a tribute to Heath Schneider. August Artois has to face Garrett Bischoff in a no disqualification match, and as you see Artois get the heck away from Jake Sterling, he's got to have in the back of his head, things could be a bit different when there's no disqualifications, because wherever August Artois tries to stoop, whatever depths he goes to, well, Garrett Bischoff can do the same, and don't forget Dante Brown at ringside. That will be absolute chaos. Absolute chaos on March 13th. Tickets and info at WWNLive.com. As I've already mentioned, you'll see all 6 of these athletes in various matchups. A lot of opportunity here, especially for Jake Logan getting to face Sideshow. That should be a phenomenal matchup. Of course, Rapture will be part of a tag team gauntlet match, also facing Wealth of Wrestling, Samuel C. and Jayson Falcone, as well as the Foreman and the Animal Tyler Baker. Big Money Che will be part of a triple threat against Jared Diaz, part of the Rapture, as well as Sean O'Reilly, and of course Jake Sterling facing Mike Orlando. All should be matches well worth the price of admission and then some. Just like this main event, well worth the hard work of all 6 of these athletes, and as much as these guys had things stolen from them, I'll tell you right now, I have no clue how Crutches got in the ring. I'll tell you right now, what a unique way to get to check out these 6 individuals, and I would love to see some different pairings of these guys. Nevertheless, thank you so much for joining us on this very special edition of WWN Proving Ground. I'm Trevin Adams, and I hope you join us again soon.
After taking your wife out to a lovely breakfast and a nice drive around town, I dropped her off with the regret for her that I will never be calling her back. Garrett, I hope I'm getting under your skin, and I hope I'm pissing you off, because you haven't shown the world anything yet. So I'm hoping for the best March 13th. Show up. Bring your A game, punk.
August Artois. I guess I should start off by maybe thanking you, actually. I felt like I had front row seats to my own comedy show yesterday. That was funny. So I do. You made me laugh. You did. That was funny. Photoshopping my face, or your face onto my face. Like nobody's ever done that one before. But hey, got a good kick out of it. Way to start my day. So I appreciate it. You know, I know what you're trying to do, and back when I was young and uneducated and greener than goose shit, I used to think that kind of stuff would work too, but that's the difference between you and I, August. You're still a rookie. That stuff doesn't bother me, bro. You're not inside my head. You're not under my skin. In fact, I'm as calm and cool and collected as I've ever been. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm not a big talker. I'm not a telephone tough guy. I'm not a keyboard warrior. I do all my talking the way I do it the minute I step through those ropes. So, with that being said, you only got a few days left to get whatever affairs in order you need to get. Because Saturday on March 13th at the Gulfview Event Center, I'm gonna teach you more than a thing or two. And I'm gonna embarrass you in front of everybody there. And you ask for every bit of it, August. So do whatever you got to do, brother. I hope you eat your Wheaties, do your stretches. You're gonna need it, kid. You are gonna need it. It's a no DQ match, which means I'm gonna take every single liberty I can in spanking your skinny ass up and down and inside and outside of that ring, just to prove a point. See you Saturday, kid.